Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play, and starting December 15th, it'll be arguably the most wonderful time of the year. That's because the Georgia High School Association will be crowning 13 state champions between girls flag football and tackle football. I'm Marvin James, Media Director of the GHSA, right here in Mercedes Benz Stadium, and we are previewing the final countdown. But before we get into all of that, let's check in with Dr. Tim Scott, Executive Director of the GHSA, with a welcome of his own.
Hi, I want to say a big congratulations to all our finalists here at the Mercedes Benz Stadium. We're looking forward to a great event Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we're excited about having you. And congratulations on a great season, and we wish you the best as you play for the state championship.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. And now it's time to take a look at each matchup, starting with day one. And of course, I'm going to need some help from a few of my friends yet once again, starting with the Coastal Empire.
Hey everyone, I'm Amy Zimmer, Sports Director for WJCL 22, ABC Savannah-Hilton Head. It's the best time of the year, championship time, months of hard work, early mornings, and big moments, all leading to this, a shot at a state title in Atlanta. And we're kicking off day one inside Mercedes Benz Stadium with flag football. In Division I, Washington County set to collide with Harris County at 11 a.m. The Tigers routed Gainesville 34-0 in the quarterfinals and took down Fitzgerald 14-7 in the Final Four to advance to the title game. Meanwhile, the Golden Hawks making history, defeating St. Vincent's Academy 28-19 in the quarters and Columbus High 24-13 in the semis, punching their ticket to the Benz. To Division II, last year Jenkins saw its title run end in the state semifinals at the hands of Greenbrier. This year, the Warriors breaking through and arriving in Atlanta with something to prove. Jenkins shutting out Thurl 34-0 in the quarterfinals, then handling Grovetown 27-7 to become the first girls team in school history to reach a state final in any sport. But standing in their way, the defending state champions, Greenbrier. The Wolfpack, no stranger to this stage. They're chasing a three-peat, looking to keep their championship era alive. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. Then it's the boys taking center stage, starting in Single A Division II. A battle of the Red Devils, with Bowdoin colliding with Lincoln County. Bowdoin's offense has been strong all season, averaging nearly 42 points a game. They're chasing their fourth straight state title after a commanding semifinal win over Clinch County. Lincoln County comes in just as motivated, playing in their first state title game since 2006, looking to cap off a perfect season with a championship. Then in the nightcap, it's the Class 4A state championship, a showdown between two powerhouse programs, the Creekside Seminoles and the Benedictine Cadets. Creekside comes into Atlanta undefeated, fresh off a 35-6 win over Kell. The Seminoles have been knocking on the door for years, and now they're in the title game for the second time in 3 seasons, hungry to finish the job. Meanwhile, Benedictine punched its ticket with a 28-20 win over Marist, improving to 11-2 on the season with a loaded team full of Division I talent. The Cadets are back in the hunt and looking to claim their first state crown since going back-to-back in 2021 and 2022. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Congratulations to all the state championship teams. Going to be an exciting day one of action. We'll see you at Mercedes Benz Stadium.
Thank you, Amy, for that report. I look forward to seeing you here at Mercedes Benz Stadium over those 3 days. Day two, our busiest day of the week. We have the Benz going up on a Tuesday. The plans ahead are coming to you from my friends from South Georgia.
Thanks, Marvin. Aaron Mukes here alongside Morgan Jackson from WALB here in Albany. December is the most wonderful time of the year, and with the holidays nearing, nothing beats some championship football.
So true, Aaron. Georgia is synonymous with football. As we gear up for the biggest 3 days of the high school football season, we're here to set the stage for day 2 at Mercedes Benz Stadium.
And I believe the saying is ladies first.
Yes.
So let's start there. Tuesday, December 16th kicks off with Division III of the Flag Football Championships. Whitewater comes in with 23 wins on the season, and after losing in the first round a year ago, looks to bring home the hardware in year 4 of the program. Points hard to come by if you're playing this squad. The Lady Wildcats allowing just over 9 points a game.
On the other sideline, North Oconee comes in winners of 12 straight, including squeaking by Southeast Bullocks by 1 point in the semis. Experience on the side of the Titans after reaching the title game the last 2 seasons, but falling short back at the Benz this time, hoping a third time is a charm. And Division 4 features a rematch of the 2022-2023 state title game, Milton falling to Blessed Trinity 19-13 at Flowery Branch, both programs making their second appearance in a state championship.
No surprises on either side in the contest. The two teams met back in mid-November, with the Eagles outlasting the Titans 18-12. And after dropping their final 3 regular season games, Blessed Trinity has got back on track, led by a defense that's allowed 14 points in 4 postseason games. We're not going to expect too many fireworks in this one. Milton also with a stout defense, giving up just north of 6 points per game. Kickoff is set for noon. Well, fans in Sylvester have waited 30 years for Worth County to get back to a state championship. 2025 could be described as one for the record books.
The Rams have never finished with a perfect record, a team that brings in one of the most explosive options in the classification. On the ground, Caden Chester and Trayshawn Jones combined for more than 2,000 yards and a whopping 48 touchdowns, while junior quarterback Lyndon Worthy has amassed more than 2,800 yards, completing over 65% of his passes. His top targets, wideout Jaquavius Nelson and tight end Jaden Farley.
No doubt the offense is explosive, but what about the defense? It's been what's taken this team to another level. A unit allowing just over 12 points a game, led by a dominant front 7, anchored by a linebacking duo of Chance Sims and Brady Weaver.
Yeah, that Rams likely the favorite, but their opponent might have an edge if you believe experience matters. The Bulldogs, fresh off 3 straight 11-plus win seasons and their first state title in the program's history.
Under Buddy Martin, this team has been one of the most consistent. Senior back Justin Powell is an absolute workhorse. Over the last 3 postseason games, he's totaled 90 carries for 500 yards, and both teams will be reliant on that run game. Talk about evenly matched. I guess there's a reason they were the number 3 and 4 seed. Worth County with a slight edge in scoring, but on the ground, the Bulldogs get it done.
Who will wear the crown? Will it be the Worth County Rams capturing their first title since 1987? Or will Toombs County do their best Drake impression going back-to-back? Kickoff set for 2:00 p.m.
Back-to-back, a big story for day 2 of the championships. In 2A, Carver Columbus 1 win away from a feat after a perfect campaign so far. The defending champs may have lost their head coach, but they haven't slowed down. Year 1 under Jarvis Jones saw an already stout defense get even better. A unit giving up a touchdown a game recorded 8 shutouts in their 14 contests. The offense won't air it out unless they absolutely have to. When you have 3 backs with over 800 yards rushing, well, there's not many times you actually need to do that.
On the other sideline, maybe the most surprising team at the Benz, Hateville Charter, a team that started 1-4, then rattled off 9 straight wins, entered the postseason as a 12 seed. Defense, the name of the game on this sideline as well. The fast and physical style of play makes it hard for any offense.
Will it be 2 in a row for the team from Columbus, or can the Hornets pull off another upset to bring home their second state title as a program? Kickoff for this one is set for 5 p.m. Now, we often describe 6A football in South Georgia as, quote, big boy football. Obviously, it has a lot to do with the talent on the field each and every week.
Yeah, Aaron, but sometimes it extends to the facilities, and what better way to cap off the first year in a brand new $62 million stadium than with another state title. And if you're the Buford Wolves and you don't get the opportunity to win it all on that home turf, you might as well do it in one that's even more expensive, the Benz.
Yeah, since 2000, Buford has won 10 titles. This 2025 squad hasn't been tested much to this point in the postseason, outscoring their opponents 145-36. The Wolves enter with an unblemished record and a familiar name under center. Dayton Raiola is completing over 60% of his passes with 26 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions. But they'll see their toughest test to date. Carrollton coming in undefeated and also riding a high after knocking off top-ranked Grayson in the quarterfinals, and North Gwinnett in the semis, and those weren't exactly very close matchups. You might think starting a freshman in a title game is a disadvantage, but Morgan, the Trojans, CJ Cipher, isn't your average 9th grader.
In the postseason, Cipher has thrown 7 touchdowns to just 1 pick to catapult Carrollton to number 1 in the nation, according to Max Preps. This is setting up to be not only the biggest matchup of the 3 days, but the one with the most implications nationally. 21 state titles between the two programs, 8 Beaufort players and 4 Carrollton players have signed with or committed to Power 4 conference teams, and both a chance to win a national title with a win.
Yeah, and speaking of national titles, the last time a Georgia team was able to bring home that honor
was it Colquitt?
2015, the Colquitt County Packers, and the stage is now set. 5 highly anticipated matchups for day 2 of the high school football championships.
All we can do now is see who will be holding that trophy when the clock hits 0.
We at WALB will see you at the Benz. Now let's send it back to Marvin.
And to my good friends from WALB, thank you very much. And I look forward to also seeing you during our 3-day event here in the ATL. Day 3 continues to be Challenge Day at Mercedes Benz Stadium, the final day of the 2025-26 football season. And I know it's going to go out with a bang. On your mark, get set, let go.
Hey everybody, what's up and what's good? I'm Jack Patterson, the sports director at WRBL News 3 here in Columbus, and we have finally made it. After 4 months of hard-hitting and fast-paced action, the stars of the GHSA have made it to Atlanta to play for the state's ultimate prize, that state championship. Let's take a look at the action for day 3, the final day of the state championships at Mercedes Benz Stadium. And we kick off the day with the Division 5 flag football state championship, and this one seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. McEachern at 22-2 taking on the Pup Greyhounds at 17-3. That's an 11 a.m. kickoff, and you better be in your seats at kickoff. Both of these teams have scored over 550 points this year, which means the scoring may come fast and furious in this one. You definitely don't want to miss it. Now over to the tackle football action on day 3. In the private school state championship, it's the 12-1 Calvary Day Cavaliers facing off with 11-1 Hebron Christian. Calvary Day making their first trip to the finals since 2013, and Hebron Christian aiming to defend their state championship. A player to keep an eye on in this one, the Lions' Devon Caldwell. He rushed for 265 yards and 5 touchdowns in the semifinals. And in the Class 3A state championship game, we got ourselves a heavyweight title fight. Jefferson back in the state title game after a runner-up finish last year, and they're facing off with the Sandy Creek Patriots back in the finals for the first time since 2022. And there will be a running back in the spotlight in this game as well. The Patriots' Amari Latimer has over 2,300 yards rushing this year, but he's facing a tough Dragons defense that has been able to stop the ground game this year. Kickoff for the 3A title game set for 4:15. And now we have one more game to go on day 3, and it's one with a lot of attention on it. For more on the Class 5A finals, we're sending things back to Marv. We'll see everybody at the Benz.
Thanks, Jack. And last but not least, without further delay, the 5A state championship goes down Wednesday night at 8 o'clock between undefeated Thomas County Central and head coach Justin Rogers. The Jackets last won it all back in 2023 right here at the MBS. In the other corner is 12-2 Gainesville, along with head coach Josh Niblett. The Red Elephants looking for their first title since 2012. The final game of Hump Day and the final game of the season, the clash of the Titans between the North and the South, right here in downtown Atlanta. Now, how can you miss an event like this? 3 straight days of Georgia High School Association Championship football. Man, better than bowl season. You don't want to miss this. But before we go, we have a few house cleaning rules to help you have a safe, successful championship experience. If you haven't grabbed your tickets yet, what are you waiting for? Head over to GoFan now and lock yours in. Tickets are good for the entire day. No cash will be taken at the gate. Don't forget your parking. Visit MercedesBenzStadium.com to reserve your parking pass. It's highly recommended to secure and pay for parking in advance so you're guaranteed a spot on game day. Want to know what food options are available or what you can and can't bring into the stadium? All menus, guidelines, and the full what to bring, what not to bring list can be found at MercedesBenzStadium.com. Get ready. It's almost time. Let go. And there you have it. The finals are set, and we hope to see your face in the place. The place to be, of course, Mercedes Benz Stadium in the ATL for the best high school football in the country. Yeah, you heard what I said. The best high school football in the country. And we can't wait for you to join us. Reporting from Atlanta, Marvin James, Georgia High School Association.